honestly don't think you're going to find the Grand Canyon on this road.
Jesus, it's only the biggest hole in the world.
Clark, watch your language.
Make that the second biggest.
Dad, I haven't seen a car for an hour.
Oh, shut up, Audrey. You don't think Dad knows where he's going?
Thank you, Russ.
You're lost.
Ma, I saw some detour signs.
I didn't see any.
I saw them when you and Mom were trying to fold the map.
Audrey, when they close the road, they put up big signs, like this one.
Round one, fight!
See, what they don't show you is like minutes later after that, they meet some creepy, deformed looking people, and they bring them to a nice town, and everything is fine, right? Oh wait, no, the Hills Have Eyes. Sorry, that's a different year. We'll get to that one, the OG at least. But yeah, National Lampoon's Vacation is great. But welcome to Tournament Fight. This is episode 395. So this is our championship of 1983 and 1982. So. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be tough because when we started this thing, like there's some movies that I hadn't seen, some that I was kind of just mid on. But what made this championship are like some heavy hitters, because I personally have seen everything on the list. I had to watch a few to get caught up, but they were all good. Like this is one of the best like prep sessions of watching movies I've had for one of these. So I'm excited to talk about it. I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and let's bring in our panel for tonight. We'll start with my co-host, as always, Austin Pez Howell.
All right.
And his girl, Rhonda, also. She's there. Hey.
She's here. Yeah, she's joining us tonight. So, yeah, we watched 2 today for this. So we filled in 2 more kind of blind spots. So I only have like 2 or 3 blind spots on this thing. So I've seen,
nice.
Probably at least like 29 or 30 out of the 32. So, but yeah, there's some heavy stuff in here. See what happens.
But yeah, and you found your Creep Show shirt to represent, right?
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I should have worn it the other night, but yeah, my Creep Show shirt that Rhonda got me. So it's like
nice.
It's like a Japanese one. So it was like one of those cool kind of Japanese posters. The Creep Show.
That's cool. Yeah, and also welcome, Rhonda. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good. Yeah, I'm excited for this. So yeah. And just so everyone knows, this is the championship, so it's always just a half bracket, so it should be a pretty breezy episode tonight.
Yeah,
so,
we'll talk about
so yeah, but we also have Brian Nussbaum.
Hey,
how's it going, Brian?
Yeah, I saw one for this. With the rest of blind spots for me. That clip you showed with a stressful situation actually went through after a crash car, and close to 400 episodes now, only 5 left.
Ooh, close, yeah. So that's cool, yeah. Maybe we'll have to try to do a little something. We'll see. But
yeah.
Last but certainly not least, we have my girl. We have Selena Cruz.
Hey. Yeah, I finished like 3 more, especially when you're in your Creep Show. That was the one I finished today.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
Fun one.
It's good, yeah.
Hey, for once, one of these episodes won't be a complete sausage fest, Jordan. We got 2 ladies
right.
On yeah,
we have 2 ladies on here. Yeah,
yeah.
But this is very rare. We probably had probably can count them on my fingers the number of times we've had 2 females on here. So
I think we had. Did we have a one tier ranker where we had Rachel Silvestrini and
yes,
person and who else? Maybe Paige Fabretti, something like that. Kate Mulligan. Yeah, we had one.
Kate Mulligan was on there.
Yeah, we had like a rare episode where we did have more females than males.
Yeah,
like a random tier ranker on a comedy one.
Yeah, that one could have had 3. I'm not sure, but so
maybe
Peggy, Kate, and Rachel 3.
Yeah, right, exactly. So yeah, and Malcolm pointing out in the comment section. So Brian is the fifth wheel on this double date. Sorry, Brian.
Yeah. Yep.
Whenever you get a girl, you got to bring her on here and we'll talk movies. Yeah. so yeah, but we're so happy to have you. And but Austin, what you say, you break it down for any first timers or people that may not be as familiar with how.
Yeah, so we've been running through the ladder series this week, 1983 movies and 1982 movies. We did 1983 on Monday night and 1982 on Wednesday night, and tonight it composes the Sweet 16 of both of those episodes. So they'll finally be facing off against each other those years, and then I think we still even have like one or two holdovers from previous years. I think some like Terminator and Back to the Future, things like that. A couple more still hanging on from the 84-85 series. So we got a few of those tooling around. But how it's going to work, it'll be like any other Tournament Fights episode. So we'll just go around, everybody give a couple quick thoughts and vote for one or the other. But yeah, it'll be a half bracket. So just 32 movies this evening. And then whatever the Elite 8 are from this evening, those 8 movies will then go on to the 1981 and 1980 ladder series that we'll have in about a month and a half, Jordan, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever we hit it near the end of May or beginning of June, whatever it is. So
I think it's that it might be the I think the beginning of June, just because May's pretty packed, but we'll see. I've had to kind of move some things around. I think May's pretty set, but yeah.
I think you mentioned after Ross's run training or something. You mentioned.
Yeah, so most likely June. Yeah, but we also have some fun watching Selena's dogs run around in the background, because when I first saw them, I thought they were chickens for a second. I'm like, wait a second. No,
those are not even my dogs. Those are my niece's dogs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they are. Nice. Well,
it's all right. We've had people have like cats crawl all over them, and dogs running around like it's no big deal. So we're used to Malcolm's barking dogs in the background, things like that. So it's fine.
Magpies.
Yeah.
They're little miniature dogs. They're so cute.
Yeah.
They all have nicknames.
Nice, that's awesome.
All right. Well, if you guys are ready to go, Jordan, championship time means it's main event time. So let's get Bruce Buffer in here and we'll get it rolling. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now, it's time!
All right, it's time. All right, well, Selena will be up first, and I'll scroll it over. Made this and only saw the first couple of matches, so even after that, I don't know what's coming at us. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we'll start with looks like Wrath of Khan, Star Trek 2, and Night Shift.
Like I said, I always refuse to watch Star Trek, but I did actually watch Night Shift.
Okay.
And so, those are one of the movies I saw today, and I was like, man, that is actually a good movie. Of course, it did go slow in the beginning, but it was actually good towards the middle to the end. So I'm gonna vote for Night Shift.
Night Shift, okay.
Yeah. Well, Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen Night Shift, but when it comes to OG Star Trek films, I do enjoy this one. And Voyage Home, I will go to Star Trek on this one.
All right.
Yeah, that's good. And
Rhonda.
Yeah.
No Star Trek.
The two ladies on the panel don't like Star Trek.
Star Trek fan either. Jeez.
No. Jordan, I've tried. I'd be like, I'll only show you the great Next Gen episodes, like First Contact, like good stuff. Like I swear I can weed out all the bad stuff. And she's like, nope. I watch it.
Sorry.
Us ladies got to stick together.
Yeah.
It's not a Night Shift.
Night Shift. Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll balance it out because I did watch Night Shift the other day, and it was fun for what it was. I enjoyed the Michael Keaton performance, and I thought Henry Winkler was quite good. It's a crazy, absurd premise, but it's an '80s comedy, so they have fun with it. But yeah, if we're going OG Star Trek, I'm more of a next gen guy, but yeah, Wrath of Khan is very good. So I'll balance it out, and I'll leave it up to Jordan for this one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, should the men outrule the ladies on Star Trek? I don't know. No. I don't know. This one's tough because, like, Wrath of Khan is not my favorite Star Trek movie. There's parts of it that are really good, but then parts I just don't love as much. So, I'm only big on Khan and like near the end. And Night Shift is a lot of fun. So, you know what? Just get something fresh in here. Let's go Night Shift.
Night Shift. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. No, I enjoyed it. All right.
Yeah.
So Night Shift. All right. We're going down to The Verdict with Paul Newman and Vacation. So National Lampoon's Vacation. Brian.
I'll go Vacation. So I do enjoy the film series, even including European Vacation. I do enjoy most of it. I do enjoy Vacation, but the four leads called 2 years ago, and they're very nice except for Chevy, who is okay, but I'll still go to Vacation for MG Coca.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Rhonda, what do you say?
I came in and he was watching The Verdict. So
Yeah?
She saw
Okay.
the back hour of The Verdict, and I filled her in on like the setup. So yeah, she saw
I mean,
half of The Verdict.
it looked really interesting.
Yeah.
What I did see of it, I really did like what I saw, and I like Vacation too. It's a funny movie, but the one I've seen more is Vacation.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed The Verdict for what it was. I'm going to listen to the Cinephiles episode this week probably and kind of see if I can get a little more of appreciation for it. I did enjoy it. It's not going to be like one of the highest best courtroom dramas I've ever seen like that, but I enjoyed the Paul Newman performance, and James Mason was good too. So it's good stuff. I've seen Vacation probably a couple dozen times. It's great, and a lot of classic stuff, and I love the John Candy stuff at the end. So you know what, I'll go Vacation here. Jordan?
Yeah. So I watched the Verdict for the first time for this, but for like whatever first the 83 was 83 or 82. I can't remember.
Verdict is 82, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the movie's really good, but there's another one that like takes a while to get going though, and it's just I don't know, there's just like a lot of setup to this like thing, and Vacation is great from like beginning to end, just from Clark just planning like this awkward family trip and just kind of springing it on them and getting this like new car that's like, and now it's old, but for them it's just that family truckster wagon or whatever, and then their fun stuff, the Holiday Road, and Christy Brinkley's in there, and then Cousin Eddie and like the old grandma, and like them getting lost in but them getting lost in St. Louis, and then he asks for directing and tells him to F off or whatever. So I'll go with Vacation. It's a classic.
All right, Selena.
Yeah, Verdict was the next one that I was going to see actually after I watched the Creep Show, but I didn't have time. And the Vacation, all of the series, like I've seen all of them, and so they're hilarious. So I'll pick Vacation.
All right, so Super Vacation. Okay, all right. Scrolling down to The Star Chamber, Michael Douglas, and speaking of Creep Show, there's Creep Show. So there you go. All right, Rhonda, what you got?
Okay, so I haven't seen Star Chamber. I did read the premise, and it did sound really interesting. But I'm going to go with Creep Show on this one because I did see Creep Show, and I like it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't have my Star Chamber shirt on tonight. Maybe next time we do the letter series, I'll put that one on. I like Creep Show quite a bit. I love horror anthologies, and this is kind of a classic one that really kicked off a nice run of anthology movies in the 80s and 90s. It's a ton of fun. Leslie Nielsen's great. Ed Harris at the beginning, it's great cast, a lot of fun. Tom Atkins is a real asshole in the wraparound segments as the stepdad. He's great. I'll have to go Creep Show here.
Creep Show is really good. Like I'm still trying to decide what my favorite segment is because there's probably like three that I like more than the other one, but just the Leslie Nielsen one's good with Ted Danson trying to bury him in the sand or whatever, and then the like crate, like they find this old crate and like what's in the crate, and then the Father's Day one too. So those ones are probably my three favorite segments. I mean, I think there's only four though, right?
There's five total because there's there's the one with Stephen King where he's overacting, where he turns into the plant like monster guy.
Oh yeah,
and then the final one with the clean guy in the apartment that gets overrun with the cockroaches.
There's that one too.
That one's fun.
But I mean, I'll also look to the Star Chamber because I watched it for this, and it's really good, and it has some of the character the character actors you probably like. Austin, it has Yaphet Kotto. It's got Hal Holbrook in there. It's got some fun side actors like that. But and then like Michael Douglas, he just plays a guy that's like he's just fed up with it, with like the way that like the law like system works. Like these hardened criminals, they get brought before a judge, and then they get let off on these technicalities, and like he's like determined to put a stop to it. But then he gets like involved with this underground kind of gang like kind of thing of sorts, and then also which he's like kind of sort of working with another fun character actor, Larry Hankin, who's in like Home Alone and Breaking Bad and stuff. Yeah, Carl. Yeah, but and then he realizes that the person who committed this crime might not be guilty of it after all. So now he's going back on it, and he wants to stand up for him. But then he's already in with this gang that wanted to put a stop to it the other way around, and so like he doesn't know what to do, so he has to kind of fight back and stuff. It's pretty good though. So yeah, I'll show some love to the Star Chamber. I'll vote for it, sure.
Yeah, and Leah pointed out this is a Hal Holbrook match because he's in the crate segment of Creep Show, if I remember right. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's both ways. But Selena.
Yeah. So Creep Show is the one that I saw, and it was really good. You gotta stop.
Getting attacked by a dog.
Yeah, I'm getting attacked by my niece's dog. His mom left, and so he gets sad, and so he jumped in.
It's clingy, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he jumped in my arms, and so I'm like, okay, bud. But yeah, Creep Show was pretty cool. Like, if I saw it at night, I would have been like a little bit more freaked out with some of them. But it was like really cool. Like I liked it, so I'm gonna vote for Creep Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Brian.
Yeah, haven't either, but I'll give it to Creep Show on this one.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But definitely check out the Star Chamber for a really good Michael Douglas performance. It gives me shades of Falling Down kind of in like some ways, where like he's kind of like this vigilante guy on his own trying to like figure things out.
All right, so Risky Business and Scarface up next. So it's on me. Yeah, it's a good match, but yeah, I've only seen Risky Business the one time. I think like 2 or 3 years ago. Sat down and watched it. Yeah, I enjoyed it for kind of a 80s comedy. But yeah, I've seen Scarface a dozen or more times. It's great. Yeah, I love Al Pacino in the 70s, 80s. So pretty easy for me. I'll go Scarface here.
Yeah. Well, say hello to Tom Cruise's brothel here in the Risky Business. But yeah, because I like them both. I think they're both like really good. I mean, Tom Cruise, man, there's just something like about him that just like no matter what he's doing, you just get kind of sucked in because he's such a charismatic, just good actor, even when he's young and stuff. But and yeah, but then Scarface though too. I mean, like it's hard to compete with Al Pacino too. They're both powerhouse actors, but probably Scarface is a little more iconic and a little crazier, and like you're just like on a total like just chaotic ride with that movie. So from like the chainsaw stuff, guy getting his like head cut with a chainsaw, and then like and then the whole like shootout at the end and stuff, and mountains of cocaine. So yeah, I'll go Scarface.
All right, Selena.
But
yeah, Scarface 24/7. Like I will watch that like on repeat because it's like say hello to my little friend. That's always my saying to everybody, like to everyone. Tom Cruise. Everybody knows the deal with me and Tom Cruise. We don't get along, but I watch a couple of his movies. But he does all right in this movie. But he can't beat Scarface.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, Selena, the next time that your niece's dog jumps up, you should hold it and be like, say hello to my little friend. Hold it up to the camera,
Well, technically, he's actually laying on my lap right now.
Okay, nice. but
he's very clingy.
Yeah, well, to talk good movies in this championship because we have another one coming up for Outsiders. But I see both of them, but I see Scarface more, so Scarface.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Risky Business. It's an instant classic. And with Tom Cruise and Rebecca De Mornay in it, and Pez showed me Scarface, and that's where it's another Al Pacino movie that I really liked. He showed me a lot of Al Pacino movies, and we were on an Al Pacino kick for a while, and and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, Scarface is going to be my.
You still got some '90s ones I got to show you: The Insider and Carlito's Way, and Donnie Brasco and Insomnia. Yeah, we got a few more. We got a few more.
Brasco's very good.
Yeah. But he also says all I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one.
All right. Move down to Tron, the OG, and Tootsie. So, Jordan.
This one's kind of interesting because like Tron is good, but it's like one of those movies you got to put yourself in the time period. Like it was good for its time and like fun back then, but it just doesn't really hold up though. So I mean, if it was the 80s, I'd probably vote Tron over Tootsie, but I think Tootsie for me it holds up even more. I mean, even more to this day, it's kind of even more like relevant to like some things going on today, and it's really funny and it's good. So yeah, I'll vote for Tootsie.
Tootsie, all right. Selena.
Yeah, actually, Tootsie is the other movie I was able to watch, and so yeah, I'm gonna say Tootsie. It was a really good one.
Sure.
But and Tootsie has people you forget about, like Gina Davis is in it, Bill Murray and stuff.
Charles Jordan, David Coleman.
Yeah, but Brian
would say Jessica Lange.
Jessica Lange,
yeah.
When it comes to Tron film, the first Tron is probably my least favorite of the trilogy they had, probably because of the effects. But I really dug Tootsie. It's a good comedy. I did love the cast of it. I love Charles Jordan, the film where he pops up there, and Daniel Coleman. I'll go to Tootsie.
Tootsie,
yeah. Rhonda, what do you say?
Tron's, it's pretty good for a video game movie, but Tootsie, they delivered excellent performances in that movie. Dustin Hoffman's great, Jessica Lange, some of the other ones you mentioned. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go Tootsie.
Yeah.
But for nostalgia purposes, I was going to point out Tootsie also has another actress who her name's Lynn Thigpen, and you might know her from the live action Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego as the chief.
And also Blue House at the Moon.
Yeah, but she's in Tootsie, yeah.
She pops up in Streets of Fire as a subway conductor.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and if you remember Jordan and Brian, I know you guys are Sandler fans. If you remember in Anger Management, she's the judge that sentences him to anger management.
She's in that one too.
Yeah. So she's been working for a long time. Yeah, she's a good character actress. So I'll go Tootsie here. Kind of crazy when you look up that it was nominated for 10 Oscars, but only won one for Jessica Lange. That's it.
Wow.
So I mean, crazy. One of those ones that had a ton and just struck out on a lot of them.
It does that sometimes, the Oscars, yeah.
Yep. But I'll go Tootsie here. So all right.
Yeah, look at what was the Timothy Chalamet movie that
Marty Supreme.
Yeah, Marty Supreme, yeah.
I was gonna say Marty Supreme. He was like all that was nominated and he did not win not one.
Yeah. 48 Hours and Terminator holding over from 84. Selena.
Ooh, dang. These are good ones. I like both of them. I'm gonna have to go with the funnier one. I'm gonna say 84. I mean 48
hours.
84, 48.
Yeah.
I was like, so Terminator from 84 or no, 48 hours.
All right.
No,
yeah, right.
48 hours. It's been a long day. Like honestly, I was doing a lot of paperwork, so.
All right.
It's all good. You got a lot of numbers going through your head. Yeah, but Brian.
I mean, if you reverse those for 48 hours, you get to 84, about 84 here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's two movies, so.
Yeah, it's been very long time to see 40 hours is due for rewatch, but I'll give it to Terminator here. It's a good slasher movie, great performance by Arnold, Michael Bean, and then Hamilton. I'll give it to Terminator.
Yeah. Rhonda, what do you say?
Both of these movies are great. You know, Eddie Murphy is great in 48 Hours, but I like Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that is going to be the one I vote for because I've seen that movie more and I like it. So,
yeah. Sounds
and he
good.
also comes out naked, so
yeah, it is true.
I mean, he is running around naked in the first, both of them at the beginning, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You know what? If I was as in shape as Arnold was in '84, I might be as well. So that's fine. Show it off. I'll probably go with the one. Yeah, that's more of a personal favorite. I love Terminator. I've seen it many times. I've always kind of been the one. I have Terminator 1 over Terminator 2 just slightly. And 48 Hours is very good. Yeah, great Eddie Murphy breakout. But yeah, I just kind of like Terminator more. So I'll stick with that.
George? Yeah. I mean, come with me if you want to live. I mean, Kyle Reese and but like people usually like when they think of Terminator, they think of like Arnold, but it's got like a cool like all around like a bunch of actors here. I mean like Linda Hamilton, the kid who like kind of grows up a little bit and is even cooler in the second one, but yeah, and yeah, it's like I don't want to say it's a prediction of what could happen someday, but because that's like way extreme. But I mean, we're slowly on our path, maybe there. So, and then 48 Hours is fun. Yeah, kind of like they just let that Eddie Murphy, Nick Nolte just kind of ham it up and stuff. But I'll go with the Terminator. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. There's 2 on this side. We've got Videodrome against Rocky 3. So, Brian.
Yeah, I haven't seen Videodrome. I heard things about it. I heard James Woods is new in the film, which I actually found out one time. But I'll go to Rocky 3. It's a great sequel. You get Hall of Fame Mr. T in there with Hogan showing up in their Thunder Lips. I'll go to Rocky 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rhonda?
So Videodrome was one that I watched for this. And yeah, it's interesting. And Pez asked me, he said it's weird, isn't it? And I said, yeah. But I mean, I've seen Rocky 3 more, but if I had to pick between the two of them, I mean, I like Stallone and Rocky 3, but I'm gonna go Videodrome because it made an impression on me. It was different.
Yeah. No, and Videodrome is fun. Yeah, it's Cronenberg. Yeah, weird Cronenberg, and a little body horror in there. Creepy kind of James Woods performance. I like Rocky 3 as well. It's kind of a tough one because I've seen Rocky 3 more. I am a horror guy. Just for a little something different, I might go Videodrome there. Why not?
Yeah,
Jordan.
Well, just kind of bear with me. It might be kind of in and out. I'm trying to find either fresh batteries for my keyboard or trying to figure out what's going on, but it keeps like not working on me. But I'm here. I got my mouse and my mic working at least. But yeah, Videodrome is all right. Like it's one that like I saw and I'm like, okay, that's really weird. But it's it's not bad. It's just kind of like not one I'm going to go back to. But Rocky 3, man, I'll go back to any of the Rocky movies, but especially Rocky 3. There's just like with like Mr. T and Hulk Hogan and like all those guys, and then kind of like him being like more like buddy with Apollo and kind of like them having a lot of fun together. So yeah, I'll go Rocky 3.
All right, it's on this later.
All right, I haven't seen Video when Video, yeah, but I've seen Rocky 3 like I don't know over 1,000 times, so I would go with Rocky 3.
Okay.
All right.
That's good. All right. And the last one on this side, you got Back to the Future holding over from 85 and The Outsiders. All right.
Oh, me.
All right. Rhonda.
All righty. So Back to the Future. Is it just the first Back?
Just the first one, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I love both of these movies. I think they're both great, but The Outsiders, I really like that movie a lot. Oh gosh, I guess I'm just gonna go The Outsiders.
It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting because Back to the Future is an all-timer. Obviously, I like The Outsiders as well. Yeah, great cast, stacked all over the place. Yeah, I think for this one, I'll go with the movie I enjoy as well, and I'll go with the 83, 82 movie. I'll go with The Outsiders here. See what happens. Jordan.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but we had another movie on the 83. Was he involved with the movie Rumblefish, like Francis Ford Coppola? Was he like?
I think he did. Yeah.
So,
let me.
Probably.
I think
maybe.
I think he probably either directed it or produced it or something like that.
Yeah.
But
he directed it. Came out the same year.
Yeah, dang it. So he had 2 movies out that year. So
and both have Matt Dillon and Diane Lane in them.
yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. so yeah, but Back to the Future is an all-timer, and if it's going up against something I'm not that high on, I would probably vote for it. But I love The Outsiders, and I think most people in the United States, I would say, like either read The Outsiders or they watched the movie in school. Like we did both.
Happened to me.
Yeah, and even in Canada.
Yeah, we did both. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. Yeah, and just like a crazy like ensemble cast. I mean, you can go on forever with Emilio and Tom Cruise and Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze, Ralph Macchio, Matt Dillon, so Diane Lane. Yeah, just like so many great actors that like all went on to be huge stars. So pretty much everyone except for one of the main characters, C. Thomas Howell. I mean, he is still around, but
he wasn't E.T. though.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I get what he's saying. Like everybody else besides the main character kind of went on to be like bigger stars than him.
Yeah, besides the main character. Yeah.
Really.
But yeah. So we'll say stay gold, Pony Boy. Let's go with The Outsiders.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Oh, I like both of them, but I would watch more The Outsiders than Back to the Future. And Patrick Swayze is like one of the famous like actors I wanted to meet before he died. So I would say Outsiders.
Yeah.
But yeah, like imagine if Patrick Swayze was still alive. I think that like because it wasn't for his illness that he would have been still alive, probably doing movies.
Either that or I think he was starting to transition to TV because he did a TV show like right before he died. He might be like one of those guys.
Yeah,
I could see him being on like a Yellowstone or something like that, like being on one of those kind of TV shows. Like
which I have.
The
box set of his last TV show that's called The Beast that he was in. So But
I could have seen him being like an old school TV, like a veteran TV guy on different TV shows, sort of thing. I could see that.
Yeah, totally.
But Brian?
Yeah, this is a good coming age matchup, actually. Both great ones. Both from 64, but we do see Back to the Future here a lot for good reason. But Outsiders is a great coming age movie. I'll go with The Outsiders.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we got some good matchups coming up. We'll jump to the other side. See what else joins it here. We'll start with The Thing and Poltergeist. Got the 82 horror matchup. 82 horror heavy hitters.
We had a hard time on the other time.
I know. Yeah, I think this is a rematch. Yeah. So, I got to go first. I mean, yeah, they're both great. And two of the great masters of horror as well, Tobe Hooper and John Carpenter. Going head to head, they're both great for different reasons. Things higher on my ranking, so I'll just have to go The Thing, but I won't mind if Poltergeist goes through. Jordan?
This one's really tough because like these could be like, well, they're both in my top 5 horror movies from the 80s for sure. I mean, I have to think about it a little bit, but I mean, they could be my top 2, maybe. I don't know. They're up there. So, but and man, it's so tough because they're both so original because you have The Thing, which is just like the researchers out in the like Arctic and there's an alien that like literally that comes in and like this is just like wreaking havoc and they have no idea what this thing is and it's shape shifting and it's taking over people and taking over the dog, even like all that stuff. But and then you have the Poltergeist, which is like a really cool twist on a haunted house movie, because it's the whole thing like they built it on an Indian burial ground, and so it's all haunted, and there's different portals, and they're getting sucked in, and the little girl and like all that. And if anyone has a fear of clowns, that like creepy clown in the kids' room and like all that. So yeah, it's tough, but for me, I gotta go Poltergeist. So because like I said last time, this is the first horror movie I ever saw, so I gotta go Poltergeist.
Yeah. So.
Like I said, like last time, these are both great movies. But the thing will be like my second ranking behind the Michael Myers movies, of scary movies, and Poltergeist will be like my 15th. So I would always say The Thing because it has Kirk Russell in it, and it's like I like Kirk Russell, so I'm just gonna be like, that's my dude. So I'm gonna say this.
Sounds good. Brian, what do you say?
I'll go with The Thing just because of Keith David. I'll go with The Thing.
Ooh, yeah. Keith David. Cool. Rhonda.
Can't both of these go through?
Yeah, sure.
Listen, both of these movies are, both of them are creepy, and I mean, both of them are really great movies. But I have to be honest with myself, and I was sitting here thinking about it, and I was like, man, The Thing really got me. So I've seen it in the theater.
We took it to the theater. They had it last October. So
and Pez
showed it. That's great.
Pez showed it to me as well.
Great way to see it for the first time.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I was like really hooked. So I'm gonna go with The Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can't ever see it in a theater, go see it in a theater. It still plays. It's great.
Yeah.
All right. We got Blade Runner and Trading Places. So Jordan.
Okay. Yeah. So for much as I appreciate Blade Runner, and it's one that I feel like probably every couple of years I go back to it, and I try to watch it. I try to appreciate it more, but I just have a hard time getting into it because it seems like this movie that should be more than it is, but it's more. But it's not really meant to be like an action movie, and like it's not really, I don't know, like it's kind of meant to be kind of slower paced, and just him like looking for these replicants, and but it does have like a little action in it, but Trading Places, it is just so much fun. I mean, just seeing them they're going after the like orange juice commodities, whatever that is. I guess the stocks on orange juice, and then they swap places, of course, but you get to see like Eddie Murphy going from like being the poor guy to the high class guy, and then he starts kind of working with Dan Aykroyd to kind of like take these kind of rich guys down a peg and like try to show them a better way and stuff. And then also Jamie Lee Curtis, which I think you see her topless in this, I think, but yeah. So yeah, but the movie overall is fun, and yeah, I'll go Trading Places, and for kind of a Christmas movie too. So yeah. But
it is part of a Christmas movie, but this is like Eddie Murphy's second movie that he gets to do whatever on after 48 hours. It's and so I've seen both of them. Like Jordan said, it's kind of slow to get into the movie for Blade Runner, and you're just laughing straight away with Trading Places. So I'm gonna go after Trading Places.
Trading Places, yeah.
Yep. Brian.
Yeah, not a big Blade Runner fan either. I do agree it's a bit slow, but I saw Trading Places last year for the first time, and I really dug it. I believe he worked on doing Saturday Night he was on. But I do enjoy the two brothers, which do come back to America for a quick cameo. But I'll go with Trading Places.
Yeah. Rhonda, what do you say?
Well, I know I'm going to be the only one in this camp, but I like Blade Runner. I always have liked Blade Runner. So, and so that's the one I vote for. It's Blade Runner.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's a really good movie to me.
Rucker Hauer creeps her out.
Yes. Rucker Hauer is creepy in that movie.
Yeah.
But you got Daryl Hannah in it and Harrison Ford. I mean, it's just, I don't know. There was something about it that I really liked. So that's
Yeah,
what I'm
you do
gonna
you. What you like is what you like.
That's
right. Yeah, but
I mean, I like trading places too, not trading spaces.
Yeah,
trading places too is good, but yeah, if I'm gonna choose, it's gonna be Blade Runner. Okay, there we go.
But if you ever get a chance, though, I'm a big fan of the Harlan Williams podcast, and like he talks about that's how the original Blade Runner is his favorite movie of all time, and so like he gives a whole breakdown of like Rutger Hauer that he really likes, and then Daryl Hannah was like one of his first crushes he talks about, and then that. The Harrison Ford and the music and the way it's done, like he's pretty good at like kind of making it seem awesome. But then I go watch it, I'm like, it's not as awesome as you make it seem to me. I'm just like, it's a little slow, but it's fine. So, but Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm in that camp, man. I give it a shot like once a year with Blade Runner. I try. I listen to podcasts about it. I hear people talking about it. I've never been able to click with it. But I do like 2049. I think it's a superior sequel. I think that movie's way better. Personally.
Same.
So and way more watchable. So yeah, here I'll go Trading Places. Good.
Isn't Harrison Ford in the other one?
Yeah, he's in the other one too. Yeah,
I would like to see that one.
I'll have to show it to you because I do like. Maybe we'll
actually.
Maybe I'll do my annual rewatch of Blade Runner. I'll try to get through it again, and then we'll watch we'll watch the better movie of 2049 right afterwards. Yes.
That works.
We'll do that. In my opinion, I know I'm not the only one in that camp. I know a lot of people. Like 49 as well. But I get it. I know Blade Runner has his fans, so I totally understand it. It's just not for me.
Like even when I saw Blade Runner 2049, I didn't love it the first time, but it took a second watch, and now I consider it nearly a masterpiece. So
yeah. All right, got King of Comedy and Das Boot. So,
both kind of dark.
A little bit.
You think about
these are the two I didn't get to see. I did read the King of Comedy. They're like the prescription, and that was like one I was gonna see. Yeah, and so so I would say the comedy one. Yeah.
King of Comedy.
Yeah.
I'll go with the King of Comedy on this one. I was very late to it. I saw like 2 years ago for the first time, and I really dug it. I do get the Joker vibes in the film, and I dug the casting with Jerry Lewis and De Niro. Ma, I'm doing work here. Ma.
Yeah.
Rhonda.
Okay, so I haven't seen Das Boot, but I did watch The King of Comedy last night, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. So that's the one I'm going to go with.
I blew her mind halfway through. She was halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
And I went, his mom's dead, right? Like that. He's not actually
it went long.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And you're kind of like,
because he mentions it at the end of the movie. He's like, my mom's been dead for like 9 years. So I'm like, when he's hearing his mom in his head, that's like some Norman Bates, like psycho type stuff. Like hearing his mom. It's like it's not actually there. So yeah, I'll vote for the one I like better, which is this one, Jordan.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
That's a King of Comedy.
Yeah.
I added that to my bank.
Oh yeah. Oh nice.
So like if anybody makes like a joke and it just completely bombs and you want to break the tension, that's terrific.
Especially Wolfman with these jokes.
Yeah, right. I can do a Wolfman joke. Yeah, he makes a bad joke.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
George.
Yeah, like I think I gotta go King of Comedy here because Das Boot is good, but it's like I don't know, like it's one that's like kind of harder to watch, kind of like, but when I see it, like I do appreciate it, and I do like think that's really good. It's really gripping, but it's in German, but it's still really good. But the King of Comedy is just like infinitely more rewatchable, and yeah, it's fun. So I'll go the King of Comedy.
King of Comedy, all right. All right, we went down. We got Star 80 and Missing with Jack Lemmon. So, Brian.
Yeah, unfortunately, too, have not seen. I know Dan is not a big fan of Missing. I'm not a big fan of it, but I'll go with Missing because I've heard of it.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Rhonda.
Yeah, these were two that I have not seen. We was going to watch Missing today and didn't get around to it. You know, it out of the two, it sounded more interesting So I'm gonna go with Missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard good things about both, but yeah, Missing would have been the next one I would have tried to get to just with the premise. Them trying to find their kid, in some, revolutionary, South American country. So it's a little more up my alley. I'll go Missing.
Yeah. So I think I might have cracked the code with my freaking keyboard here because I keep switching batteries and turning it off and on. And but I just put my phone. I got a brand new phone. It's like the newest and biggest like Samsung phone, like the S26 Ultra. I think the Wi-Fi is messing with my keyboard because it's wireless, and so I put it on the airplane mode, and it's working fine now. So I just keep it on airplane mode. Yeah,
it's trying to connect to all your other devices and stuff, and screwing it all up.
Yeah, it's doing something weird, but
conflict.
Yeah, but
it's like it's trying to connect your keyboard to your phone.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Open random links afterwards or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, they're both really good. Missing, I saw the other day for the 1982. I think
that was 82.
Yeah, that was 82.
Yeah, and yeah, the movie was good. I do love me some Jack Lemmon, but Star 80. Holy crap! So I watched this movie today, and this movie is really good. It was really dark though. Like it's just like this girl is like she's like kind of like, I don't know if she's a prostitute. She might be, but she might be like an exotic dancer. I think maybe that the guy finds. But then she ends up posing for like Playboy, and she starts getting some success. But the guy that like becomes this girl's manager though is just like really, really creepy. Like he's just like looking at himself in the mirror and looking at his body and he's like, look at me, like I'm the best or like whatever, and like thinking he's hot stuff. But then he becomes like a psycho, and like anyone that like even talks to his girl, he like goes after. He like stabs a guy with like some little knife thing and like during a dance thing, but just like subtly does it, And then like he's just doing weird stuff till eventually he gets jealous of the girl because they end up, I think, kind of dating, and then like ends up killing her, which is not like any kind of spoiler because that's in like the like premise. If you look at what the like premise is, and then you like try to find how it all happened and like how it all went down and like what's going on with this dude. So the movie's just as much about the girl, like Muriel Hemingway's character, as it is like the like manager that she has. So it's really good though. So yeah. Well, I'll give it to Star 80 because like not only is it very gripping, like it's very well done too, like the way that it's shot and the way that like some of the like effects and like things that they do in it. It's good. So, but very dark though. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So Star 80, but Selena.
I didn't get to see these two, but like Austin said, if it was the next movie I was gonna watch, it was gonna be Missing. I just kind of didn't like how like I was looking at the previews for the Star 80 and I was just like I felt like it was too raunchy, and so I was just like, oh, the next movie I'm gonna able to watch it will be Missing, and so I'll pick Missing.
The movie is like kind of raunchy. Yeah, she is naked for like a bunch of that movie.
Well, speaking of naked for a bunch of the movie, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, taking on Diner.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it does work a Diner at the Judge Reinhold, so
yeah. Rhonda.
Oh, well, we saw Diner today.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was it was a pretty good movie. I thought it would, it was about these four guys, and they always meet at the diner, hence the name. But anyway,
yeah.
Gosh, it's been a long time since I've seen Fast Times at Ridgemont. But if I had to choose between the two of them, I'd pick Diner. I thought it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, two kind of hangout movies. It's not my go-to genre for stuff. Movies that don't have a lot of plot kind of propelling them forward. The one I've probably seen more, I'll go with Fast Times because I do like the cast and whatnot, and Judge Reinhold and Sean Penn and whatnot, and Jeffrey Jason Leigh. Like it's good stuff. Diner had a good cast too, and it was entertaining overall. Don't know how often I'm going to go back to it, but it was all right. I'll go Fast Times here.
Yeah, I mean, I won't like reiterate too much of what I said the other night, but like Diner, I watched that for the first time, and it's good, and it's like this kind of like almost like a like man cave of like sorts where these guys can just go and like meet up and like be free to talk about whatever they want. Like one guy's having some like infidelity stuff, and then another guy's like having cold feet about getting married, and then another guy that's really picky about his record collection and like that kind of stuff, and it is pretty interesting, and it's got a solid cast. I mean, like an early Kevin Bacon, and then like Mickey Rourke, Steve Guttenberg, Paul Reiser, Tim Daly. So like it almost reminds me of like sort of like a precursor to like a lot of sitcoms that we would get maybe later on, like that kind of thing. So yeah, but yeah, Fast Times at Ridgemont High though, like maybe still to this day, like probably we could do like some kind of tournament of like high school movies where everyone's in like high school, because this might be like one of the best ones. Like
there's a lot about
it
there.
Really holds up. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah. So and yeah, like I mean, I am a big Judge Reinhold fan, so I love seeing him pop up whenever he does. Which I feel like he doesn't do a whole lot lately. I think he's kind of getting semi-retired or just older or something. But and then like Nick Cage shows up for a second. Sean Penn, of course, Spicoli and Phoebe Cates. Yeah. So yeah, and it's fun. So yeah, the first time that I saw it was on TV. I'm like, what is this movie? This is so good. And then I went back and watched the like uncensored version, because on TV it's all censored. So yeah, but I'll go Fast Times.
So
actually, Diner is the one I saw yesterday for this, and what got me is that they ordered French fries with gravy. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah,
like, that's crazy.
Like a poutine thing.
That's
like
a poutine.
Yeah.
I talked to Brian about that. They do that in Canada. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah. And so I was,
with cheese.
yeah. So I was like, I think the next time, like, I would like to try it just to see how it tastes.
Sure.
Because it was like very interesting. Because like every time they go to the dining, they're like, "Oh, give me French fries with gravy," and I'm like, that sounds interesting. And like, I don't mind like trying new things. Like I've seen like both of these movies, but, like. And then what got me was like, what the heck? You have to really quiz your fiance about football to marry her? Like, what the heck? Like, you're so stupid. If you don't want to marry her, don't marry her. Like,
right.
Tell her the truth. No quiz. Like, come on. I'm like, Jordan, you better not do that to me, but like quiz me on that. I'm like,
no.
You have to you have to beat Jonathan Caro and Cena Her Trivia for marry Jordan.
Yeah, I'm like,
right.
It's not meant to be. But yeah, I like both of them. I think I would have to say Diner, because it was like that really like got me interested. I want to try that new thing.
No.
Sure.
But no, in order to marry me, Selena, we have to find at least one Star Trek movie that you like. We'll find one eventually. Don't worry.
Or Batman.
Yeah. But Brian, what do you say?
Jordan, looking at Judge Reinhold, he did say recently, you might know from Beverly Hills F he was in recently 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, came back for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go into Fast Times. I see it more times. Jennifer Jason Leigh, very attractive in the film, especially that one scene, wink, wink. But yeah, I do love Sean Penn's relationship with the teacher a lot in the film, so Fast Times.
Yeah, that's good.
Psycho 2 and The Right Stuff. So yeah, it's on me. Yeah, we watched The Right Stuff today. This morning, and yeah, I mean, it was good. I did feel the length. I thought it was very, very long. It's like a little over 3 hours, and I did feel the length of this one. Yeah, it's just like, all right, we're trying this plane, now we're breaking this sound barrier, now we're trying this rocket and that rocket. I did appreciate the montage of the stock footage of the rockets like blowing up on the test site and whatnot, and then just cutting to their reactions. It was just like, oh boy, like we're never gonna get this right. I enjoyed the cast for what it was. It was good. I like Psycho 2 as well. I've always kind of defended it as a good sequel. I'll go with Psycho 2 because I could watch 2 times of Psycho 2 and then the one time of The Right Stuff. And I still like it. So there you go. Joey?
Yeah, I mean, I watched Psycho 2 for this, and yeah, it's really good. It's almost like, in a lot of ways, feeling like watching like a modern version of Psycho because it's in color now, and it's just yeah, like him going back to the house and just having visions of his mother, and but then he has this girl that's like staying with him to like kind of like maybe kind of ground him, so he can have like someone there that doesn't get like freaked out all the time and stuff, and it's kind of weird though. They say that they got it off for reasons of insanity, but then he's not really like an insane guy. He's just like a normal dude. It's kind of weird. But then like over time though, you see him, well, like maybe he isn't insane because what he's seeing and what he's hearing. So that part can kind of do it. Like he just doesn't seem like, if you were to look at him on the surface, like that's why I think a lot of people get pissed when he gets off of the charges from the first movie, because they're like, well, he seems like a normal guy, but then you find out more about him and it's kind of crazy. So, and the right stuff is good. Yeah, it's seeing like the Chuck Yeager and like some of the early days of the space program and stuff. But I think I'll go Psycho 2. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Selena?
But
yeah, I've seen Psycho 2 like a long time ago. Is it better than the first one?
No.
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 But it's
I think it's a good sequel. I'm not saying it's better than the original, but I think it's a good sequel.
Yeah, it's not better than the original, but it is pretty good. Like, there are people that do something and then have like they can hear that person like in their head constantly, and they're just like freaking out because they can hear it. And then it's like, okay, now that person is really psycho. But yeah, The Right Stuff, I was gonna watch it, but I didn't have 3 hours of my life to spend. Like I said, I like today.
This is long. I forget how long that is.
Yeah, like this whole like after I had gotten like the job, I had to like print out paperwork, had to go and do a TB test and doing all this paperwork, and I'm just like, so it's like I gotta get a lot of stuff done. So I didn't have the time, but yeah, Psycho 2 is pretty good. So I'll vote for Psycho.
All right.
Yeah. Sounds good. Brian.
Yeah, I did have 3 hours of my time for The Right Stuff. I know it's good, but I have time to watch it. But I haven't seen Psycho 2, but you guys told me on it. I'll go Psycho 2. Sorry, Jonathan.
Sorry, Jonathan.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
He's waiting for the rest of the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Right Stuff, I mean, yes, it was a good movie, it's, based on what happened, back in the early days of the space program. But I liked Psycho. I really liked it a lot. And Pez told me about Psycho 2, and I was like, I don't know. But anyway, he convinced me to watch it. And so I really got hooked on it. And I was like, man, this is a really good movie for the sequel. But I've heard the other one is not great. Psycho 3. I think.
Yeah, 3 and 4 are not great.
great,
You're fine if you don't get them. But yeah, I've always defended the second one.
So yeah, I go with Psycho 2 on this one.
All right. We'll see if it makes it far enough to face Rupert Pupkin to be a battle of two people who hear their mom's voice in their head all the time. So
yeah. Mother
right.
issues.
Got The Dead Zone and Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah. So yeah, The Dead Zone's really good. It is one that like normally I would kind of advocate for, because I think Christopher Walken's really good in it. He gets these powers after being in a coma, but I mean, Return of the Jedi is Return of the Jedi. I mean, it's my favorite Star Wars movie that exists, and just to throw out what I said before, that I think that like more than any other Star Wars, that it does the thing where there's like 3 different storylines going on at the same time, but like you're so invested in like all of them. So you have the battle on the moon of Endor, and like what's going on there with the Ewoks and the stormtroopers and all that, and the little walker things, and then you have the Luke going to confront his father, and like for like probably the last time in these movies, and then you have the space battle with like Lando Calrissian, and like he's flying around with like Nien Nunb or whatever that guy is. So yeah, and like every time it switches over, you're just like right back locked in. You're just like I mean, I don't really lose like any kind of oomph for like the scene, and like right there with the characters. Whereas in like other movies, they've done stuff like that. I'm like why are they like switching back and forth? Like one that has a bit big problem with that was when I watched the last couple of seasons of Stranger Things. They're trying to do that and they're switching back and forth between these characters. I'm like, I'm not really like feeling it here, but so I'm gonna vote for Return of the Jedi.
Selena.
But Selena.
Yeah, I've seen both of these. Actually, the Dead Zone was the other movie that I watched for this term in it, and so I was just like, okay, and like the beginning was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, and then when it hit like the main part of him after waking up and like touching the doctor's hand, I was like, whoa, like it got interesting like from that part on, and I'm like, dang, especially with the little kid when he's like telling the kid like don't go, and he ends up listening to him, and it's like, man, he could like change the future. Like that was pretty cool. And I watched all of the Star Wars except like the newest one of the movies, and they're pretty good. But like what blew me away was the Dead Zone, so I'm gonna vote for the Dead Zone.
All right, Brian.
I see this child horror version, Dead Zone, not this Dead Zone. But I'll go with Return of the Jedi. It's probably my second favorite of the trilogy. Being A New Hope's probably my favorite, then Return of the Jedi. But hard to rank because it's a good trilogy there. But Star Wars is Star Wars, so Return of the Jedi.
Yep. Yeah. Rhonda.
So I have a question. Didn't David Cronenberg direct Dead Zone?
Yeah, he did that in Videodrome same year.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I mean, I've even seen the TV show, when it used to come on.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall. Yeah.
But everybody knows I'm not going to vote against Star Wars, so because I grew up on Star Wars, so I'm going to go with Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, no, Dead Zone is good. Out of the two Cronenbergs that year, I'd probably go with Videodrome, but Dead Zone is pretty solid. But yeah, Return of the Jedi. Lived with this since I was a kid, so yeah, I have to rock that. All right. Final one on this side. I got Tender Mercies with Robert Duvall and Never Say Never Again, the not James Bond movie. All right. So, yeah.
Why you say that?
Because it's not canonical. They did it independently of the Broccoli family and all that kind of stuff. Like it's
not
canonically a Bond movie.
But isn't Sean Connery in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's
a weird story. Go look into it sometime.
Okay.
Just go one night. Go look up the Wikipedia for Never Say Never Again. They'll explain like why it's not like canon of
Linked.
Bond. Like it's
it's
an unofficial James Bond movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No, you're good. The funny thing is, the dog that I was holding, his name is Yoda.
Yeah. Nice.
It's funny, yeah. And so I was like trying to get him so I could say, Yoda, they were talking about you.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but he didn't want to come.
Yeah.
But I did also saw Tender Mercies for it, and then if it's James Bond that's not tied with James Bond's like movies, I don't see it. But this one was really good. Like like the story of it was very interesting for Tender for this one, and I was like, oh my goodness, like that is so sad. So I'll vote for that one.
Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, Tender Mercies is the one I watched first episode from Tubi, and I really dug the story. I did enjoy the force Robert Duvall gave. Even the music I dug as well. Wherever they performed that music, I dug a lot. The chemistry he has with the family is great. I'll give it Tender Mercies.
Yeah. Rhonda, what do you say?
Well, I guess I'm going to vote with Tender Mercies on this one. I mean, I've seen it and I thought it was really good. And Robert Duvall was really good in it. I like the storyline in it, but yeah, Tender Mercies.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I'll probably go Tender Mercies. I Never Say Never Again's okay. It's not bad. They make a lot of. It's odd they make a lot of references to like him being like an old Bond, but even though he was around the same age that Roger Moore was still doing Bonds around this time,
yeah,
like it wasn't like old, and because for context around it, they put out the official Bond movie for this year was Octopussy in '83. So like, that was like the official one, and this was like an unofficial one. But yeah, it's a long story. Yeah, Tender Mercy was good. Yeah, we did a Wheel of Movies episode on it, so come see us talk about it. You want to check that out, Jordan?
Yeah. So I watched Tender Mercies for this, and it is good. And I think it kind of all like to me, it kind of hinges on the performance of Robert Duvall because, I mean, him, and is it Tess Harper that's in there, or and then also Ellen Barkin too. Those two, but
it's the second Ellen Barkin movie in here because she's in Diner as well. She's
Daniel right.
Daniel Stern's wife and Diner.
Yeah, but it wasn't for like the performances being so good. Like I don't know if I would have liked this movie. It's just kind of like just a slow kind of like more like melodramatic about the relationships and about whether or not like he used to be a star and whether or not he wants to come back and he has to like just find the will to want to come back and all this stuff and like it is good, but so like I just say like that like on paper, not a Jordan movie, but from the performances, yes, the performances are great. And but now the Never Say Never Again on paper that this is a Jordan movie, and like because I'm a huge Bond fan, and like it's like him going up against the like up against Spectre and like trying to like retrieve this nuclear bomb and all that stuff. And for me, like I just like seeing Sean Connery back because it's like we had way too much Roger Moore. I feel like Roger Moore kind of outstayed his welcome. It's kind of like all right, like we had enough time for someone new. Like it's like if Daniel Craig would have done like 4 or 5 more Bond movies, maybe people might have been ready for a new one. But I think that like Daniel Craig ended right when he should have ended. So he went out with like a proper send off. But I'll still vote for Never Say Never Again. I'm more of a Bond guy.
Mm-hmm. All right, but Tender Mercies. And yeah, all right, we'll hit the speed round and let's see what takes the final bracket and what makes the Elite 8 here. So, all right, let's hit it.
But first, you gotta get speed. Demon speed. Speed's what we need. We need greasy, fast speed.
All right, so all right, all the winners of this one will go to the Elite 8 and we'll face the 1981 and 1980 movies. So, all right, we'll see what makes that and then what wins the bracket. We'll start with Brian. We got Night Shift and Vacation.
Vacation.
Rhonda?
Vacation.
Yeah, I'll go Vacation here. Jordan?
Yeah, let's go with Vacation.
All right.
Oh, I'm going to be the one that votes out of everybody.
No, it's all good. All right. Vacation will hang on to 81 and 80. We got Creep Show and Scarface. Rhonda. No? Okay.
Yeah. Both of them are great.
Yeah.
I want to put both of them in.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. This is
only on.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll go with Creep Show.
Yeah, it's a close one too. I'm wearing the shirt. I'll go Creep Show. Jordan.
Yeah, I'll show some love to Creep Show. Let's go with that.
Selena.
Oh, it has to be my little friend. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, I agree with Malcolm. Part 1 and part 2 here. I'll go with Scarface.
Yeah, right. The winners, right? There you go.
Yeah, the winners from the two. But all right, Creep Show hanging on. Okay. We got Tootsie and Terminator. Me. Yeah, if it's a movie from the current one we're doing that's really good, I'll try to keep it alive. So I'll go Tootsie here, even though I like Terminator more. But I'll go Tootsie. Jordan?
Yeah, I think I'm way more into Terminator than Tootsie. So let's go Terminator.
Okay. Selena?
I like both of them, but I'll go with Tootsie.
Okay. Brian?
Tootsie.
And Rhonda?
Tootsie.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so Tootsie will move forward. Okay. Moving down to Rocky 3 and The Outsiders. Jordan?
Oh, shoot. This one's freaking getting harder. This is like almost a coin flip for me, but I think Rocky is just Rocky, and it's an incredible franchise. So let's go with Rocky.
Rocky 3, okay. Selena?
I'm gonna go with The Outsiders. It's a really good movie.
Outsiders.
All right, Rhonda.
Outsiders.
Outsiders. Okay. I might have gone Rocky, but all right. Outsiders hanging on. Okay. All right. There you go. Well, Coppola.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving on to the other side. We'll go The Thing and Trading Places. Selena.
I like both of them, but like I said, The Thing is my favorite. I'll watch that 20 times over.
Okay. Yeah. Brian.
I'll go with Trading Places. You'll see here that much.
Rhonda.
The Thing.
Yeah, I'll go The Thing. Jordan.
Yeah, let's go with The Thing. Oh wait, the wrong thing. The hand, but Thing.
Yeah, Thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. King of Comedy and Missing. Brian.
I got Missing. King of Comedy.
Yeah. Rhonda.
King of Comedy.
Yeah, I'll go King of Comedy here. Jordan.
Let's go King of Comedy.
King of Comedy.
I'm gonna vote for Missing.
Okay. All right. So we'll go over there, but we'll go King of Comedy. All right. Moving on to Fast Times and Psycho 2. Rhonda.
Psycho 2.
I'll go Psycho 2. Jordan.
Yeah, let's go. I'll go Fast Times.
Fast Times. All right, Selena.
I'm gonna go with Psycho.
Psycho
Everybody's
2. Okay. Right.
Fast Times.
Wow, close one, but Psycho 2, oddly hanging on to 81, 82. Okay.
I did not expect that.
I didn't expect that either. Yeah, kind of a dark horse here. All right, we got Return of the Jedi and Tender Mercies. Me, I'll go Return of the Jedi. Jordan?
Yeah, pretty easy. Return of the Jedi.
Selena?
Tender Mercies.
Brian?
There's a one with Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. All right, and Rhonda?
Jedi.
All right, Return of the Jedi. Okay. All right, let me... I'm trying to write these down real quick. Hang on one second.
I'll send to Malcolm after. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta send them to Malcolm. All right, Return of the Jedi. Okay. All right, so we've got our Elite Eight in, hanging on, and we'll see what wins tonight's championship bracket. I believe we're starting with Vacation and Creep Show. All right. Chevy Chase might say, and it's a creep show. So
yeah, right.
Jordan.
Yeah, that could be like someone could like probably like recut like a horror trailer with all the like the grandma stuff and her on the top of the car and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like also the stuff with their dog too. They have that rabid dog and they drag him behind the car. Whoops.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'll probably go with Vacation.
Here's the rabbit dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Rabbit dog.
Yeah. He was the one that was barking earlier. I would have to say Vacation.
Vacation, Brian.
Question, George. She not the grandma. She's the aunt. Vacation.
Oh, aunt. Okay.
Vacation. Rhonda.
Yeah. Well, she's old enough to be a grandma.
Yeah, I'll also go Creep Show, but it's a close one here. So Vacation, hanging on to the final four. All right, we got Tootsie and The Outsiders. Selena?
I'm going to say The Outsiders.
Outsiders. Brian?
This is tough, but I'll go The Outsiders.
Rhonda?
Outsiders.
I might go Tootsie here just to keep it alive. But Jordan?
Let's go the Greasers versus the Sochas. Let's go
Outsiders. Okay. All right. Okay. And on the other side, we got The Thing and the King of Comedy. Brian?
King of Comedy.
King of Comedy. Selena?
I'm going with The Thing.
Thing. Brian?
I vote for King of Comedy first.
Oh, sorry. Why did I go? I'm all out of order. I'm sorry. I'm going backwards.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. Rhonda?
It's all good.
I'm bouncing back and forth through the two screens real quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rhonda, The Thing. I'll also go The Thing. Jordan?
Yeah, like there's a reason why like there's not many people that dislike Kurt Russell, so I'll go with The Thing.
The Thing, okay.
Very likable.
All right. Going down to Psycho 2 and Return of the Jedi. Rhonda?
I guess Jedi.
Jedi. I'll keep Psycho 2 alive. Jordan?
Let's go Return of the Jedi all day, every day.
Selena?
I'm gonna vote with you, Austin. I'm gonna do Psycho.
Okay, we'll see, Brian.
Jedi has well service, so I'll go Psycho 2.
Psycho 2. Okay. All right. What a weird final four here. Okay. We got Vacation and The Outsiders on the left side. Me, Vacation. Jordan?
Vacation.
Okay. Selena?
Outsiders.
Outsiders. Brian?
Outsiders.
And Rhonda?
Outsiders.
The Outsiders. Okay. The Thing and Psycho 2. Jordan?
The Thing.
Selena?
I'm always gonna vote for it. The Thing.
The Thing. Brian?
Psycho 2.
2. Rhonda?
The Thing.
Yeah, I can't do it. I gotta go to The Thing this time. So, all right, we got a true 83 versus 82 match. Got The Thing versus The Outsiders in the finals. All right,
That's gonna be difficult.
Yeah. All right. So
For reals.
what you got?
Not as hard as I would think.
Yeah. Slayer?
For me, it's hard because it has both guys that I like of movies, and so it's but I'll say The Thing. I watched that more.
Well, we all know you're a huge Wilford Brimley fan, Selena. That's one of the guys you like, right?
Yes.
Outsiders.
Outsiders. Rana?
The Thing.
Yeah, I gotta go horror. Gotta go The Thing. Jordan?
Yeah. I mean, like, I just like just think of like Kurt Russell and like all these quotes to like the guys there trying to rally them, even though they're like kind of dropping like flies one by one, or he's like, I know you've been through a lot. I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this effing couch, and so and then like that's not a dog, it's some sort of thing. It's imitating a dog. So yeah, I'll go with The Thing.
All right, so The Thing takes the 82-83 championship. Always a heavy favorite in here, but oddly enough, this is only its second time winning. It's only won once before. As many times as we say, oh, The Thing always wins, The Thing. It hasn't even won twice. This is first time winning twice. So it originally won one a long time ago. I think one of JPO's tournaments, I believe. And this is it's only second time winning. So the Edge of 17 has won more than The Thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a good movie, though. I do like the Edge of 17.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, people think that The Thing has won like all these tournaments. It actually hasn't. It's only a 2-timer.
Well,
now, so there you go.
Well, you have to keep track of all the multiple time winners, the ones that won at least two. Once we get to 64, we can do a 64.
Yeah, I've got actually, oddly enough, 2-time winners. I've probably got enough to at least do a half bracket.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but we got enough there. All right, nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, as I slowly figure out what the hell is messing with my keyboard, because even when I turned off my phone, it was still having issues, and I'm like having to like adjust stuff. But it's like periodically working and then not working. So I don't think it's the battery. I think it's some wireless thing somewhere. It's like screwing with me. I don't know. So, but yeah, that was fun. Just a quick and easy tournament. But yeah, so we'll be back at it probably in June, just because we don't quite have enough room for another 3-parter in May, but we'll get back to it. So yeah, but we'll do some plugs real quick, and I think that'll do it. So Selena, where can we find you, or do you have anything you want to plug, or like what do you got?
Well, you can find me on social media, and then I will be here for the whole month of May doing that whole series for music / musicals.
Yep.
Trivia, and so I'll be here for that. And then your birthday, Jordan, I'll be on your birthday one on Tuesday, so I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
one.
So, yep, we got that on Tuesday. So, so yeah, which the musical one will be very, very interesting, because I'm not a huge musical person either, but there's enough movies in there that I do like. There's probably a good like dozen or so musicals I like, but not a lot compared to how many musicals exist. So so we'll see. But But Brian, where can we find you?
Yeah, both show spaces, Multiplex, TBNT. I'll be coming soon on TV Throwdown for TV trivia. I'll be here tomorrow for the championship episode, and then rank up on Sunday.
For best to worst, yeah, cool. Sounds good, yeah. And then Rhonda, do you got anything you want to plug or anything you want to say or anything?
Just wanted to say thanks for having me on here, and it was fun as always, and I'll be around.
Yeah, but whenever I see that the like trailer for the new Scary Movie, I always think of you, Rhonda, because there's like a Terrifier thing where like the clown gives the kid like some kind of leg. He's like, give me an arm or a leg or like whatever it is.
Yeah. Me and Art the Clown.
I bought several art shirts. Yeah, that she.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites. He got this at a.
It's got the breakfast cereal from the second one. It says Art Krispies on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, but Austin, what do you got going on?
Yeah, no, not much outside of the channel. We do have our monthly mistake drinking game tomorrow night. Me and Wolfman on Here's the Thing, his channel. I'll link it in the Movie Hero Network group. We did do a slight pivot. We're gonna flip flop our next two shows. So we're gonna go ahead and go with Mortal Kombat Annihilation because it is close. Like they're doing all the marketing for Mortal Kombat right now. It comes out in like 2 weeks or something. And then we're gonna flip and do Disaster Movie in honor of Scary Movie coming out. Speaking of Scary Movie, so we're gonna just kind of flip it. So we're still doing the same basic schedule we're doing, but Mortal Kombat Annihilation tomorrow night, drinking game. That movie stinks. It's really bad. But we rewatched it yesterday. But like in an entertaining way, that movie flies by. That movie is like one of the fastest 90-minute movies you'll ever see. But like it sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. So.
The special effects are awful.
I told him, I said, that is worse.
It's really bad. But we'll be doing that, have a little fun drinking along to it. That's gonna be a rough one. And I'll be hosting our recast of The Mummy on Monday, so that should be fun. I'll be putting that together very, very soon. I think Jordan's the only one who's got to get like 2 more picks in. You're almost there. So everybody
I think that I sent you one more. I've got one more pick, but
oh yeah, I think you only got like one more or something. You're almost there, and you're almost
I'm like, come on, Jordan.
Yeah, but for my last pick, I'm just trying to figure out my Winston, and like
Winston,
like when it gets tough for me, it's like it literally comes down to that I have ChatGPT generate images of what the character might look like as that character.
Right.
That kind of helps me like get some nitpicky things like this. Like I got it down to like 5 people. I'm like, I don't know which one. So yeah. Well,
that's all I got. So
cool. Sounds good. And I'm trying to see so Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Is that like a direct sequel? Like it is. Like it actually like.
Oh yeah. Oh, it picks up right where the first one left off. It just stinks.
That's number 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm seeing some of them in there. I'm not seeing everyone because some of them obviously die in the first one. But yeah. So yeah. But we still have my boy Robin Shue in there. So yeah. from he's also in Beverly Hills Ninja. So but yeah, as far as this channel goes, we let's see. We can find us on all the social medias at Movie Hero 2121 and Jordan 83616 and my. But you can find us on Facebook in the Movie Hero Network group, and you can go there and you can post to your heart's content if you have anything that's movie related, TV related, music, pop culture, and we'll share it out. We'll try and get you some subscribers. And speaking of subscribers, if you haven't subscribed, definitely please do that. We're making it a point until we're monetized to say it every episode. So to make sure that they subscribe, because that's the best way that you can help us out. And if you're not subscribed, then share it out and make sure that someone else subscribe, because we all know you got family, you got friends, you got neighbors, you got people that you talk to. So like we appreciate it when you can help us out, because we're about 73 away from getting monetized. So and then I will have the extended schedule out soon. That's just been something that's kind of like, unfortunately, like I have a lot of like retooling and moving some things around. So, and we've had some extra things we've been doing. We got our Best to Worst Championship, which is at this Saturday tomorrow. which I'll just plug that real quick because that's at 8:30 Eastern time, and then like we've been doing more trivia, we've been doing things like that. So we'll be coming soon. I just want to make sure that I get everything right because I'm kind of doing not really like an overhaul, but just like a kind of moving things around. So I'll make sure that like people that already signed up that they know what's going on, and then when everyone sees it, you can sign up for whatever you want to do. So, but yeah, for the best to worst, though, that it will be our greatest actors of all time championship. So we're finally there at a championship, and I started to do my ranking for that, and oh my gosh, we have like some of the most all time people on there that it's like someone's gonna have to be ranked dead last, and it's gonna be kind of painful to do it. But so yeah, but we'll also have Jonathan Carroll on that one. He's in the chat, so he'll be with us tomorrow. So it should be a fun time. And then we have the recast that Austin already mentioned Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and then just what we have for tournament fights and a tier ranker. Because if you're not sure what we have coming up, then just wait to the end of every episode, and I'll give you a little quick rundown. But we do have so on Tuesday it'll be my birthday episode. My birthday's next week, and so I'll be doing my top 64 TV shows of all time. So I'm trying to watch a little more TV this month and get some of those in there. And then we started the music/musicals tournament. So it'll be 4 tournaments plus a championship with just one episode in between, because a week from this Tuesday we'll be doing the best movies that start with the letter G. So it'll be the next in our alphabet series. We're going to go through the whole alphabet, and then probably when all said and done, also do like one that's all movies that start with numbers too. We'll include that in there, and probably about every 5 letters we'll do a like semifinal or quarterfinal, whatever you want to call it. But so if you go back, our last one was one of the quarterfinals. So this will be the first in a series of 5. So we'll go like G H I J K G to K. So and then we'll do another little semifinal there. But after that, I do have another episode kind of mid-May, because we'll have 4. I'm not going to go over all the dates, but essentially it'll go part 1 of the musicals, then the alphabet, and then part 2, 3, and 4 will be all in a row there. And then I have a couple more lighthearted ones. We'll be doing one of my poster crossover series for the movies of 2023, and I've already got it made. And there's some incredible looking posters that are just really awesome, which I almost wish that going forward they just did some updates to both ChatGPT and also my Photoshop that I've been using to like do all these, and like you're even able to make even more incredible ones. So far as incredible as these look, like if you follow with this series, which I do plan to do it not every month, but like probably every like other month, that like they're gonna get better and better as technology improves, and it's improving fast. And then after that, we're gonna do a little bit of trivia. So I know that we're gonna have one on Friday, May 22nd, but still, I still have to just finalize like what trivia we're doing first and all of that. I'm thinking that we'll probably end up doing movie trivia first this time. We'll kind of switch it up. So we'll have movie trivia probably on Friday, May 22nd, and then probably within a week or so we'll have another episode of TV trivia. So if you'd like to be on part of either of those, just let me know. I'm going to try to get, we had a tournament way back when that we never finished. So I'm going to try to go through that and get the people that still had matches left, at least the chance to finish that out. And then but the TV one's totally up for whoever wants to do it. And then we'll have just a regular movie hero mystery tournament. That's just going to be, we spin the wheel 64 times, and the first 64 of our favorite movies that are on the wheel, along with some wild cards that'll be in a big giant tournament. And then but it goes quick though, because we do some fun stuff with like blind voting and stuff like that in the first round that makes it go quick. The music and musical championship will be at the end of May, and then we'll move into the 1st of June, which will be Ross Bristow's top 128. So he hasn't done his 128, so that'll be a 3-parter. And then we do have the ladder series for the movies of 1981 and 1980, but That will probably be pushed back to a little later in the month because we don't want to do three-parters in a row. It's just a lot for us. So I'll make some announcements there. Just got to find a good spot for it. And we do have also in June the movies that start with the letter H. So our next alphabet series will be in there. And then we also have another friend of the show, Zach Shelton, and he'll be doing his After the 128. So that will also be in June. So if you'd like to be on that, you want to ask him about that because if it's your 128 or like after 128, we let them pick. And so who they want to have on their panel. And I do have one more a crossover poster tournament for the movies of 2025. So we're going to kind of go backwards a little bit, but we're going to go to 2025. And then I'll just throw in just a couple last ones. We got I have one more movie poster series for custom movie posters, which will be the movies of 2025. I'm going to go through all of those. And then we have the fictional places from a movie and TV shows we would like to visit. So that'll be just a kind of lighthearted, kind of breezy one. And then finally for our June mystery series will be the best summer blockbuster movie. So we'll kind of go from like one end of the spectrum with musicals to the summer blockbuster. So that's kind of what we have going on. So I think that'll do it for us tonight. But thanks for everyone that tuned in and for everyone that came on the show, and we'll call it good there. And we will say for Selena Cruz, for Brian Nussbaum, for Rhonda Leakey, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan the Movie Hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.
Looks like something buried under the ice.
It's a ship of some kind.
Thousands of years ago, it crashes, and this thing gets thrown out. Or crawls out and it ends up freezing in the ice.
I just cannot believe any of this voodoo bull. The Norwegians get hold of this, and they dig it up out of the ice.
Yes, Gary, they dig it up, they cart it back. It gets thawed out.
How's this mother to wake up after thousands of years in the ice?
It could have imitated 1 million life forms on 1 million planets. Could change into any one of them at any time.
You see, what we're talking about here is an organism that imitates other life forms. And it imitates them perfectly. Absorb them. And in the process, shape its own cells to imitate them.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It takes us over. Then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it. And then it's won.
You guys gonna listen to Gary? You gonna let him give the orders? I mean, he can be one of those things!
So how do we know who's human?